Today is July 28th, 2020. My name is Charles Suter. Next few minutes I'll be presenting part 2 of The Power of Now. Just want to remind you that the content of this presentation is extracted from the book The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. My main message is that you are more than just your mind and body. Most people only think of themselves as a mind and a body, but these two human characteristics only describe the outer self. There's also an inner self, which some people describe as spiritual and in compassionate connection with all living things and with God. This little diagram here may help illustrate the point. It is a triad with the body, which gives life and movement on one end, mind, which is thought and actions on another, and on the third, being and presence. The mind tends to have limited control over the body, but being also has influence over the mind and influence over the body. Proposition 1. Being is the highest human functioning. This is where you are consciously aware as the creator of your life. You're able to accept what is in the moment and stand down from any emotional distress you might be suffering at that moment. You have an ability to observe compassionately and to see the cause and effects within and between your life and your circumstances. When you attain the higher conscious awareness of being, you are no longer thinking and judging, but instead you are observing and understanding. In a state of being, you're not thinking, which is a function of the unaware conscious mind. You observe without thought, just seeing the whole grand scheme of what you witness, and you gain previously unseen connections between causes and effects. With acceptance and non-judgmental observations, you gain new insights regarding the connections between your inner and outer self. Proposition 2. The key to controlling your outer self is to start by controlling your inner self. Your being controls your inner self. Your being controls your conscious mind. And your being can reprogram your subconscious mind. Most of this is done by influence rather than direct willpower. Once you gain presence within your inner self, fully accepting of the moment, any tensions you have with your outer life vanishes. Begin to feel a sense of stillness, quiet, and peace within, and compassion towards all living things. The more time you can spend in being, that is, in conscious awareness, the more joyous your life. You will find that your negativity is eliminated, because in the moment of now, with no thinking, with the thinking causing your feelings, your emotions reset to neutral. You can affect life changes through life-enhancing behaviors. In other words, you have more control to change your life in a state of being. And finally, through influence, with insights, you begin eliminating many of the toxic subconscious programs that are causing your emotional distress. Your calmness and peace within your inner self, you can extend this graceful serenity outward into your outer life, positively affecting not only yourself but others. With the enlightenment you gain from mindfully observing what is, without interference from your programmed and judgmental thinking, you're able to make better choices in your outer life. My final message is that you realize your highest potential from a mental state of being. Outside the bounds of your unconscious mind, with its limitations due to the ego's hardened identity, social conditioning, and subconscious program, you can choose to respond to the outer world differently, with a much broader set of choices. Part 3 will explain more details regarding the process of attaining a mental state of being and mastery over your inner self. That's all for now. Remember to stay positive. You'll be happier, healthier, and live longer.